Hey y'all, Treasury here with Picture Me Living and new episode. I'm dressed up. I know I look good. And so I was going to do this episode with a friend of mine that is hosting an event tonight. And obviously hosting an event takes a lot of time and effort. So she's going to come tomorrow. I didn't want to waste this outfit on just pictures for Instagram. I wanted to actually get some content talking to you guys in my little sweater dress. And I think I got this off Fashion Nova. You know what I did? Because I just ripped the Fashion Nova tag off. But I got this a very long time ago, so I don't remember the details. I got it for a date night. And so now I'm just going to wear it to my homegirl event because there are no date nights these days. I'm drinking coffee, which quick weight loss tip. Do not drink coffee after 3 p.m. Do not intake any caffeine after 3 p.m. if you are trying to lose weight. Now, I am a little sleepy and I would probably get an espresso martini if I was outside. So I was like, you know what? Let me sip a few sips. That's the drink of the hour is coffee. But I am going to give you that quick weight loss tip. No caffeine after 3 p.m. Thank me later, okay? The main reason for me why I like that, because you go to bed at a decent time. If you drink caffeine too late, you up late. If you up late, your metabolism slows down, et cetera, et cetera. That was just a random weight loss tip. I think that my videos are becoming more informative, specifically my social media videos, my Instagram videos, et cetera, of my workouts. I'm trying to drop tips here and there. It is a lot. If you are on a weight loss journey, I hear you. I recognize you. This is a safe space. It is a lot. It is a lot that super healthy people are trying to tell you to do also. And I'm not a super healthy person. I ate some leftover catfish fried for lunch today. And my dinner is probably going to be after 8 p.m. today. I'm not the most healthy person, but I have a balance and what I do works. I brag about not having heart problems. My blood pressure is perfect. I rarely have indigestion. If I do, I know exactly what caused it. If I have acid reflux, I know exactly what caused it. And when you work out all the time and when you're healthy, you'll get like that too. It's not going to be an everyday thing. Having acid reflux and heartburn every day, that's not normal, okay? You need to make some changes. You need to go for a walk. You need to add veggies to your diet. You need to fast, okay? So things like that are not normal, and you will realize that once you get on this other side. So let me know if my information and my efforts in being informative are helping you out, because I'm actually loving this side of it. I thought I was being informative, but now we're going to ramp up the information, even if I don't use it. For instance, the caffeine after 3 p.m. I'm at a good spot. All right. I'm letting you know what you need to do. Okay. I'm giving you the information. I'm being informative. Am I drinking caffeine after 3 p.m.? It is 6:30 p.m. Absolutely. If you got a lot of weight to lose, cut that caffeine out. Get you a black coffee first thing in the morning, and that's it. Okay. Quick recap. The holiday that just passed was Veterans Day, and I enjoyed my free meal. I did not do my tour. I think I've given up touring for free meals. I think that the gas that it takes to do all of that and the energy is not worth it. Plus, STK gives you a free entree. They usually give me 2 free entrees. It's around my son's birthday, and that just usually does it for me, right? By the way, STK has a great espresso martini. Add some Baileys to it. I'm not even a Baileys fan, but STK has a great espresso martini. My son's birthday, he turned 19. I have a whole 19-year-old. His age is getting kind of serious, y'all. Like, The fuck? I got a 19-year-old. Like, when the fuck did that happen? Like, what? The government shutdown is over, and I'm not gonna speak too much on that. I have a very strong opinion about that I am required to keep to myself. But just know I'm not looking forward to this happening again. And it can happen again at the end of January. They did not just end the shutdown. They just signed a continuing resolution. It's called a CR, which means we gon' pause on our bullshit, but we gonna be back on it on January 30th, bitch. Right before your birthday. We're gonna be back on that bullshit. So, it's just so much going on in the world right now. It's so much going on in the world, and it's hard to keep up with everything. Give people grace. Give everyone around you grace. I recently had a conversation with someone about grace. I grew up in a church. I was taught to forgive. I'm not forgetting a motherfucking thing. Church taught me to forgive. The word forget, show me where that word is anywhere in the Bible. I ain't forgetting nothing, sweetie. Not forgetting anything. And that's why if I disrespected anyone in the past, I'm not upset if they don't forget it, I just ask for grace. You give people grace and then you give them space. Forgiving people does not mean you got to let them back into your life. That just means I forgive you. Now get the fuck out of my face. I'm not forgetting anything, right? I'm not forgetting the disrespect. I'm not forgetting any of that. But every human walking this earth deserves grace. It is just so much going on, and everyone is having a hard time. Every single human walking this earth is having a hard time. Let's all extend some grace. But yeah, that may mean you may have to give people some space. Okay, let's let those words rhyme. Grace, space, space. I'm gonna give you grace. I'm gonna give you space to get out my face. Let's practice that, okay? But giving grace, it simply means I understand you're having a hard time. I understand because I'm having a hard time. Giving grace is, you know what? This friend hasn't checked on me. They're having a hard time. What they're going through has nothing to do with me. They're having a hard time. So let's just practice that. What are some ways that you give grace in your life? Comment below. Let me know. And let's talk about it because everyone deserves some sort of grace, okay? So I said I was going to talk about my favorite James Bond scenes. I have watched them all. I even watched the quite possibly worst James Bond, which is Timothy Dalton. Couldn't get through it. He has 2 movies. They're absolutely atrocious. And I don't even think it's an argument, actually. I think Google even says that's the worst James Bond. So there is an argument on who's the best James Bond between Sean Connery and Daniel Craig for me. Those are my 2 favorite. And they're so different. But it's the swag. My favorite Daniel Craig scene, I have a few. But my favorite swagged out Daniel Craig scene is in Skyfall when they're doing the train chase and he hops from the fucking tractor that was on the train. Why was the tractor on the train? I don't know. It's a James Bond movie. He hops from the tractor onto the train, this moving train, and fixes his suit. And I was like, ooh, like it gave me goosebumps. Like I would have definitely gave him some pussy. He is swagged out. Sean Connery, I would have been a huge Sean Connery fan. So let me go over. Let me go over. I would have been a huge Sean Connery groupie. Okay. My favorite scenes: Venice and Moonraker. There was like a high speed chase on the boats in Venice. Rio and Moonraker. Quantum of Solace and Haiti. So I put SMH by that. I did the face palm. All right. So that Haiti scene was not in Haiti, y'all. And I was really giving them props. Like, y'all really took an A-list actor. Y'all took Daniel Craig to Haiti, bro. Y'all took him to Port of fucking Spain, Haiti, or what is it? Port of France and Haiti. Port of Spain is Trinidad and Tobago. Side note, Port of Spain makes me laugh. I was planning a trip with a friend to Trinidad, and, people just think that I'm pretty and stupid, right? And I always think the best of people. I don't know why, but that's just a curse. And at this time in my life, I didn't think people thought the worst of me. I thought people saw the best in me too. Well, she didn't. She thought that I was just pretty and stupid. And I was like, yeah, we gonna fly in the Port of Spain. And she was like, Tracy Reed, we're going to Trinidad and Tobago. Why are you looking up flights to Spain? That's two different places. I was like, yeah, the capital of Trinidad and Tobago is Port of Spain. And at that moment, she realized, damn, this bitch smarter than me. And is. Port-au-France is in Haiti. And that's where I thought they were. And they were not. They were on the coast of somewhere. I believe I Googled it. The coast of Costa Rica or something. They recreated Haiti. And the whole time I was thinking, dang, they got this A-list actor and all of this big budget fucking Great Britain, because, James Bond is European. So they got all of this money from this big country to go to Haiti. And they put all this money into the economy there. And I was just so happy for this whole franchise. Like, wow, y'all, no, they didn't do that. They did not go to Haiti at all. So I was disappointed that I even Googled it. I wish I would have just went thinking that they did that the rest of my life, but I had to fucking Google it. Cause I was like, wow, how much security did they have and how much money did they put in the economy? And oh my God, hell no, they ain't even go there. They had me fooled, but that was a really good scene. That was a really good scene. Quantum of Solace in Haiti. The Skyfall initial scene, that's the one I just told you about. And that is where Sis shoots James Bond by mistake. The Skyfall Shanghai scene, the colors, the filters that they use, oh my God, like I get goosebumps every time I see that scene, okay? Shanghai is on my list of places to go. Ni hao. That's the only Mandarin that I know. Ni hao. I really I really want to go to Shanghai. Just based off of that scene. Like, that scene is crazy. Go watch Skyfall. That's probably one of my favorite James Bond movies. The totality of it. So if you know, James Bond has an entrance song every time. You know what? I'm dressed up like I'm in a James Bond movie too. I just noticed that. So anyway, the entrance song is by Adele, Skyfall. And it's really good. It's one of the best James Bond entrance songs. That's next on my list. I'm gonna rank like all the James Bond entrance songs that I like. My least favorite is the one with Alicia Keys. Like, I ain't like that one. I ain't like it. I ain't like it. I think my next favorite would be the one from the one with the 70s thing, To Live and Let Die. Yes, that song is good. And it's called To Live and Let Die. The Gold Lady and Goldfinger, when they killed her and they laid her across the bed. You know how the ladies, you know how y'all be laid across the bed when you waiting on the man to come get the towel, and she was laid out in all gold though, and they had killed her ass, and James Bond came out and seen this beautiful gold body. I thought that scene was really dope. Diamonds Are Forever in Las Vegas. There was a chase that was it's so outdated, and it was Fremont too. It wasn't even the Las Vegas Strip that we know of. It was downtown Las Vegas. Super dope. Sean Connery, check that one out. Italy and No Time to Die with so it's two Italy scenes that I love. It's one with Roger Moore. and I didn't write down I'm sorry, I didn't write down the name of that movie. I'll get back to that. But the Italy scene, the intro and No Time to Die, the Aston Martin, they show you, because you know the Aston Martin is the James Bond car, right? They show you how far you can go with that Aston Martin. Like, they shot it up a gazillion times and they were just sitting in the car and he was swagged out, like, whatever. Let's see. So the bike scene in Tomorrow Never Dies, that's my favorite Pierce Brosnan scene. The Bond girl, their chemistry was just really immaculate on that bike. They were both on a bike and they were doing a high speed chase and they were flirting, they were fighting, they were shooting people. It was awesome. I would say that's probably one of my top 3 scenes actually because of how intriguing it is. It just pulls the watcher and you're really into it. And my next Pierce Brosnan scene is Die Another Day in Cuba with our beloved Halle Berry. She did not DM me back. So if you watched my previous episode when I said I would talk to y'all about James Bond and my fetish and love for James Bond movies, I said that I DM'd Halle Berry because I want to know, like, girl, how many times you did that? Because that was perfect. The scene, the shot, the filter, once again, the colors that they use, her swimsuit, the little fanny pack around her swimsuit. Like, how many times did it take you to get that shot? I want to know. She didn't DM me back, though. I might have to double down on that DM. Oh, there was a scene in Asia in The Man with the Golden Gun. I actually really like The Man with the Golden Gun. That's one of the least favorites on Google. I don't know why, but that is one of the ones that kept me intrigued. What I will say about the Roger Moore series of James Bond is they made fun of Americans. And they made fun of the right American, though. They ain't made fun of us. They made fun of this Louisiana police captain that was overweight and only ate fat fat foods, and he was in almost all of the Roger Moore series of James Bond. I'm not sure why Great Britain wanted to make fun of particular Americans in the 70s, but they did. And it's funny, but it's not really enjoyable because, I can't put my finger on it. It's slightly cringe, if that makes any sense. Like, it's funny, but it's not funny. Because it's like, what was the climate? I guess we had to be alive during that time to really realize, why did they pick on that American? And why did they make him like that? I mean, the accent is strong, and I would like to know their thought process with that. And so the last scene that I have down is Mexico City and Spectre. That was a really dope scene. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think about my list. I'm going to put it in the description. If you would like to start watching these movies, you can always come back to this video. I will always engage in the comment section on any video. I have the YouTube Studio app. Your comment can pop up a month later. If you watch these movies in a month and you want to come back and talk to me about it, you can go ahead and comment. I am going to see it and I'm going to talk to you about it. So, ideas for my birthday trip. I'm leaning toward Vietnam, Thailand-ish, something like that. After rewatching that Shanghai scene, I really want to go to Shanghai, but my travel partner just came from Asia for a whole month, and majority of it was in China. So we're going back and forth. We're really not sure what we're gonna do, but it's gonna be over there. So once I decide, I'm gonna let y'all know, and I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how I plan it. I sprinkle a little bit of relationship stuff throughout some of the episodes, mainly because that's all I see on my timeline. It doesn't matter how much workout stuff I how much workout stuff I watch, how much What else is on my timeline? I see a lot of flight attendant stuff for some reason. No matter how much pilot aviation things I watch, that is just how much dating is talked about. Like, it's so oversaturated on the internet. Oh, and food videos. I do enjoy watching cooking videos. I will upload shorts on what I'm eating in a day. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy for me to get it done how I want to get it done, but I'm going to get it done. I'm going to show you guys a realistic approach to staying in shape. Getting in shape is a little bit more difficult, but staying in shape, I definitely have that down pat. I'm going to upload more shorts on what I eat during the day and during the week. Now, my small tidbit of relationship conversation, spinning the block is not easy, okay? I wrote an Instagram thread that said, "You never meet the same person twice, even in the same person." Can people change? Have I changed? Am I a different person than I was 2, 3 years ago? 10 years ago, I'm definitely a different person. 10 years ago, I had a 9-year-old instead of a 19-year-old. That's a huge difference in a human being, baby. Let me tell you, I can't get my son to even watch a movie with me. 9-year-old son was, I want to watch a movie. I want to do this. I want to do that. Can you take me to the park? Can you do this? Overstimulated, you know? So of course I'm a different person. I have way more freedom. I'm allowed free time in the bathroom. That's a big deal as a mom, right? So of course I've changed in 10 years, but have I changed 2, 3 years? I don't know. With that being said, you'll never meet the same person twice, even in the same person. So if you're thinking about spinning the block with anyone, you just have to keep that in mind. That is my relationship advice for this episode. Moving on.